Hi, Daisy. Do you have a minute?
Hi. Well, I'm at work now. Is it urgent?
I've heard this rumor and I wanted to get it off my chest and ask you. Have you started seeing someone?
I try to hide it because I didn't want to hurt you. But now you have found out there's no point in denying it. Yes, I've started dating someone. His name is Jake.
Why didn't you tell me right away? I think you should be sensitive about these things after what happened.
I know this is a sensitive topic for you. That's why I avoided bringing it up. But I had my mourning period. I suffered a lot after Danny's passing. I deserve to move on.
Do you think that's what my son would have wanted? He loved you so much, Daisy.
I loved him too. He was the only person I ever loved so deeply. The accident was soul crashing and neither of us was prepared to lose Daniel. But I know him very well and he'd wish for us to go on with our lives.
A mother can't go on in a world where her son is buried. How long have you been dating this Jake?
Not that long. You don't have to be afraid. I will never forget Danny. And we're a family now, just like you wanted it.
I don't think it's appropriate for you to go on a date so soon. You are a beautiful and smart woman. I understand why men show interest in you, but don't let yourself be fooled. Some are just after your money. Maybe this Jake character is too.
I can assure you that's not the case. Anyway, I have to get back to work now. Talk to you more at dinner.
Daisy, I'm sorry to disturb you again when you're at work, but I have to tell you something.
Don't worry. I'm on my lunch break now. What's the matter?
I want to apologize for my behavior yesterday. I shouldn't have accused you of moving on. It's only natural.
Thank you. I know how gloomy grief can be. That's why I wanted to protect you all this time. I'll still be there for you even if I have a new boyfriend.
Yes, I appreciate all the help you gave us this past year. But like you said, I think it's time we move on.
What do you mean?
I need you to move out ASAP. My daughter is moving back in with me, and it would be too crowded for all of us in that small house. I'm sure you can understand.
Wow, what are you saying? You're kicking me out?
Not kick you out. I'm asking you to find a new place to move. Emily is coming from Europe tomorrow and needs a place to stay. I can't say no to my own daughter, can I?
Have you forgotten all that I've done for you? The bills, the maintenance of the house, and the mortgage I paid for without ever asking you for a dime? You can't kick me out of that house. You're talking nonsense.
Of course I can. It's my son's house after all. It was your choice to come and live with us after he died. And I let you because I felt sorry for you. But now you said you moved on. So go live your happy life elsewhere.
I can't believe how ungrateful you are. You pitied me? I felt sorry for you because you had no money to support yourself. So I helped you with everything you asked me. I even hired a team to repaint the whole house because you didn't like the green shade it had.
If I knew you were going to throw all of that help back into my face, I wouldn't have asked you. Clearly you didn't do it out of the goodness of your heart.
You sound insane. Think before you speak, will ya? You don't want to say something you'll regret later.
I won't regret it. Truth is, you're nobody in this family. As soon as my daughter comes back, we'll be on track with our expenses, and you can leave.
Oh, so you were just using me for my money? Your affectionate mother-in-law attitude was just an act?
When you were deserving, I showed you my good side. But you're getting on my nerves. So don't expect me to be diplomatic.
You were never diplomatic. You just wore a mask all along. Never mind. I'm not moving out. That house legally belongs to me.
What do you mean?
Hey babe, can I sleep over at your place tonight?
Hey, honey. You don't need to ask. You know you're always welcome here. How was your big day? Did the presentation go well?
Not too well. I got distracted by a conversation I had earlier with my mother-in-law. She was upset about the fact that I'm dating you and went on and on about how disgraceful it is for a widow to find a partner so soon. But It's been a year since. And then today, she told me to leave the house because her stupid daughter is coming back.
That sounds like a show. How come you decided to tell her about us? I thought you wanted to keep it a secret for now.
It's not me who told her. She found out on her own. Gossip was going around. She said, nothing's private anymore these days.
She might have seen an Instagram story of us together?
Don't think so. She only uses Facebook. It doesn't matter anymore. I need to find a way to tell her that Danny left the house to me, and I needed to start a new family. Any ideas?
I don't suppose meeting me would do any good, seeing that you have a steady relationship with a down-to-earth man.
That might help, actually. She thinks you are after my money. Like I wouldn't know when someone is taking advantage of me. Let me sleep on the idea. My mind is all over the place right now.
I think that's for the best. You had a long day. I'm making dinner for us right now. See you soon.
Hey, I assume Mom told you to move out. Why didn't you come pack your bags last night? Do you think this is a joke? Anyway, I handled it for you. I threw all your stuff out. If you come by now, you can still find them lying by the roadside.
You did what? Just who do you think you are? You ditched your family when they needed you most and left them without the means to support themselves. It was me who helped them all this time. You were MIA. If you dare touch my stuff, I'll report you to the police.
Listen, my brother's house is my family's property. Unlike you, my mother and I are part of that family. You no longer have rights to the house. And we no longer need your help either. I have loads of money and I got myself the best job ever. My position as a marketing executive earns me more than I care to count. You should just walk off.
You and your mom, you're both mind-blowingly selfish. You got some nerve to come rubbing my job into my face after I paid all the bills and the mortgage of the house?
Can you stop complaining already? Just follow the facts. I'm moving in, you're moving out.
Where were you all this time? You didn't care to check on your family after Danny's passing? Not once.
It's none of your business. Besides, you were not that big of a help to my family. Mom had to do the maintenance of the house and yard all by herself. She told me how you'd come home late at night and not do any house chores.
Well, someone has to make the money that goes towards maintenance cost, right? Your father's pension is a fraction of what they need to survive. She can't expect me to do the cleaning and the grocery shopping when I work 6 days out of 7. It's the least she could do.
People are not your servants. You treat Mom like one, but it's the end of it.
I did not. I respect your mother and always help with cooking and other tasks when I'm at home, which is more than you ever did for your family.
Oh, please. Making an omelet doesn't count as house chores. Anyway, we don't need your penny money anymore, so come get your stuff and leave us alone.
That house doesn't belong to you. Danny let your parents stay there because they had nowhere else to go. He had such a big heart, unlike you.
What do you mean it doesn't belong to us? It's under my brother's name.
You got that right, but you don't know the full story. I'm going to explain it all to you this evening.
What are you talking about? Tell me now.
Some of us had real jobs to do. Bye. You actually threw my stuff out? How dare you do that after all I've done for you? My clothes and shoes are thrown everywhere. You didn't even bother to put them properly in my suitcases.
It wasn't me. Emily took the initiative. She needed space to arrange her own things now that she's moved in with me.
And you let her just like that? You know, I could have you reported for unacceptable behavior. The only thing that's keeping me is the fact that you're Daniel's mother.
Don't be so dramatic, Chrissy. All your stuff is out there in the front yard. I told you to come pick your stuff, but you didn't come last night. Emily arrived early in the morning and started unpacking.
I can't believe I wanted to take you out and introduce you to Jake.
I can't believe you thought I wanted to meet him. Keep your new lovebird to yourself and definitely don't bring him to the house.
I've had enough. You need to move out of my house.
This is our house. You have no right over it.
You're wrong. When we got married, Danny put me as the co-owner of the house. And in case one of us died, the house belonged entirely to the other. So technically, this house is now under my name. and I can kick you out, not the other way around.
Danny never told me about this. You're lying. He wouldn't leave the house to a woman he just met.
I was his wife, not just any woman. The house is my property and I have the documents to prove it. But I am not a witch, so I won't throw you on the streets right now. I give you 3 days to pack everything and move. It shouldn't take you that long since I bought most of the things in the house.
Why can't you just leave us alone? Do you think Danny would want us wrestling over this house? It's a tidy house. I'm sure the mortgage is not even that high.
How can you talk about mortgage payment when you don't earn anything? You know, there are all kinds of casual jobs you could do. Post office clerk, vendor. Why don't you try to make your own money for once?
A woman my age can do better than a shitty clerk position. But I don't need to, because my daughter supports me, and she doesn't ask for anything in return like you did.
I ask you the bare minimum and you still complain. Typical of you. But it doesn't matter. Pack your stuff and leave ASAP. I'll come back to check that the house is empty on Friday.
You wish!
I'm sorry. We didn't have time to plan our wedding with everything that's been going on.
Don't worry about it. After the house problem is solved, we'll have enough time for the wedding prep.
You're right. I want this whole situation to be over. It's stressing me out.
In the meantime, should I have my sister check out a couple of venues for us?
No, I don't want sisters getting involved in my business anymore.
Babe, you do realize my sister is nothing like your sister-in-law, right?
I know, but I'd rather check the venues myself, okay?
Fine.
I'm going to check up on the house tomorrow after work. Claire and Emily should have left by then.
I'm not sure they took you seriously. Should I come with you?
No, I can handle them. I have the supporting documents too. When they see Danny's signature, they'll have to leave.
Why won't you accept help from anyone? You're not yourself these days.
This situation with Emily is wearing me out. Please don't make it worse. She vanished for a year and now she appears suddenly with a lot of money in her accounts. Doesn't add up. And where did she come up with this marketing job?
Well, if a person has a lot of experience in a similar position, they can jump straight into the executive role. We just hired someone who worked for luxury brands in Europe.
Wait, this person worked in Europe and recently became your executive? This sounds like Emily, but it can't be, right?
I have a subordinate overseeing her. I didn't meet her personally. Let me check and get back to you. Babe, I have the information. The new executive's name is Emily Sanders.
I can't believe it. Let me see. Oh my god, it is her, Daniel's sister. But she never even worked in marketing. I remember Danny told me she was a job hopper, never keeping a job for more than a few months.
If she lied in her resume and to the HR team, we have to fire her right away.
You'd better do that. She's a manipulative person.
We're having a cocktail party tonight with clients from the fashion industry. I'll talk with her and try to find out more before laying her off.
I'm right outside the house. Have you left the keys in the mailbox?
You have some nerve to come back here, you sneaky liar.
What are you babbling about?
My boss tried to fire me yesterday after his boss told him I faked my resume. Of course, I convinced him not to.
Get to the point.
Then I found out that the big boss is engaged to no other than you, the girl who was supposed to be mourning my dead brother.
Daniel would be very happy to see that I found someone new. Obviously, you don't know your brother at all because you spent most of your time hooking up with men and hopping from one shitty job to another.
At least I'm not a liar. You told my mom you just started seeing this man, and now she learns that you are in fact engaged? You should be ashamed of yourself.
I only told her that because I didn't want to hurt her, but I have nothing to feel ashamed of. On the other hand, you should feel more than sorry for what you did.
What are you talking about?
I know your secret. I finally understand why you ran off to Europe for a whole year. You're unbelievable.
You're hallucinating. There's no secret. I went to Europe for work.
Yeah, sure. If you want to call it that, Claire is blind not to see how wicked you are.
Shut up, Daisy. You're just jealous because I have more money than you and I can support my family. They don't need you anymore.
Oh, really? And what will happen now that you're jobless?
I just told you I haven't been fired.
Don't worry. My fiancé will take care of that. But I'm wondering what I should do about this new information I have on you.
What information? Hello?
Claire, I talked with a broker charged with Danny's properties.
So? Why are you bothering me with this?
It turns out your daughter ran away with Daniel's shares profit after the funeral. That's why she's been MIA doing God knows what in Europe. And that's why you were left without any money. Danny intended for those shares to be yours, and you could have made a fortune if Emily hadn't stolen them from you.
You're talking nonsense. Why should I believe you? You lied to me in the face about Jake and how you barely knew him. But you are damn engaged to the man.
That's a whole different subject.
It's not, really.
Please, focus. We have an urgent problem at hand. Did you receive any notification about an existing share account in your name?
There was a letter I received a few months after the funeral, but I thought it was a scam and ignored it.
Do you still have it?
I can't remember. I might have thrown it away.
This is really important. Can you search for it?
I can, but I'm not sure I want to. It's curious how you got interested in Daniel's shares all of a sudden.
I'm doing this for your own benefit. I don't want any money from his shares. Stop being so ungrateful.
Don't talk to me like I'm some spoiled child. And stop harassing me. Emily would never do such a thing. I raised her better than that.
Did you? From where I'm standing, she seems like a reckless teenager trapped in an adult's body.
Don't patronize my daughter like you're some kind of saint.
Can't you see how evil she is? And rest assured, she will run away again as soon as things go sideways. The brokers will seize her shares and she'll be poor again, who will pay the mortgage, the house maintenance, and your day-to-day costs.
She wouldn't ditch me again. Besides, she has a good paying job now.
Not anymore. She lied in her resume, so Jake kicked her out.
Jake? What does he have to do with all this?
She worked for his company, but as soon as she started talking about how she deceived Daniel's broker, she was laid off.
I can't believe you would put your sister-in-law in such a horrible position. You are the evil one. You're so obsessed with this house that you're making things up about my daughter, but I won't fall for it.
Fine, have it your way, but don't come back crawling to me.
What did you do to my daughter?
Only what she deserved.
She's all tense, throbbing back and forth around the house and staring at her phone.
No wonder. By now, all her shares should be annulled. So she basically poor and she will be summoned to court soon.
This has gotten out of hand. I can't believe you would do that to your husband's sister.
She stole all the money Daniel had left you and you're still siding with her? There's something wrong with you.
There's nothing wrong with putting your family first, but you would never understand that because you were never really a part of this family.
Your daughter had betrayed you while I helped you and paid your cost, yet you preferred to cast me away as if I was nobody. I'm warning you. I'll come with my lawyer and the police to evict you.
Don't be silly. You wouldn't throw your mother-in-law in the street, would you?
After you and Emily repeatedly lash out at me, I'll have no regrets about kicking you out of my house.
Chrissy, you can't do that. For God's sake, you can't leave us homeless.
Oh, so now you ask for my pity after you called me a liar and told me to leave you alone?
I'm not asking for your pity, but don't you have common sense? The broker seized the shares and will barely have money for next month's bills.
I don't care anymore, Claire. I wanted to restore the shared money to you, but you refused to deal with the consequences. I'm asking you one last time, gather your stuff and leave.
And where are we supposed to go? Our relatives live hundreds of miles away. You know that.
Considering your budget, I don't think you can afford even a studio on the outskirts of the city. Maybe you will get lucky and find a relic and furnished apartment.
You're the worst.
Babe, are you sure you want to do this?
100%. I'm sick of Emily and Claire ruining our plans with the house.
But Emily might be doing a couple of years in prison. Are you sure you want that in your consciousness?
Maybe that time spent in a cell will teach her that stealing, lying, and faking documents is wrong.
It's not my place to say this, but what would Daniel think?
He'd want me to do the right thing. This way the house will be ours to live in.
Okay. Meet you in front of the house at 6?
Yes, I'll go pick up the guy who will replace the locks and then head to the house. You won't believe what happened last night.
Are you okay? Did Emily come back?
No, but she hired some teenage punk to vandalize our house. He broke 2 windows and the plant pots, destroyed the lawn, and graffitied swear words on the house.
You're serious? And Emily hired him?
I wouldn't joke about something like this. One of the windows was that of my bedroom, so I jumped up and ran outside just in time to catch the vandalizer. I called the police, and they interrogated him at the station. He told the police it was a tall, brunette woman in her late 20s that made him do it.
Yeah, that sounds like her.
There's no doubt. Stealing Danny's shares, deceiving his broker, and now vandalizing my house? She's in real trouble.
Don't you want to come and live with me until things with the house are settled?
No, I can't let her win.
It's not about winning, it's about your mental health. You've had all kinds of stress on you lately. You need to relax a bit. Let me take you out for dinner tonight.
Okay, should we go to the Mexican restaurant?
Good idea. I'll pick you up at 8.
See you then. You've reached the bottom, Emily. You're despicable. How could you use that teenage boy for your revenge plan?
I didn't use him. I paid him to do it.
Wow, you still have some cash left around.
So sad. You won't be able to sleep in that house anytime soon.
It's not that hard to have a couple of windows replaced. You just accelerated my renovation plans. Tell me about your new place. Is it as gloomy and scanty as I imagine?
It's none of your business. But don't think you can rob me of my house and job and get away with it.
You were already on track with losing the Sphinx.
I won't let you be happy in that house. You don't deserve it. My brother always had it going for him. Good paying job, wife, and I had nothing. And when I finally got on my feet, his wife came to knock me off.
It's not too late to make a life for yourself, but you'll have some serious atonement to do.
I won't go to court no matter how many times they summon me.
I wouldn't be so sure. Claire, I want you to get it right. Don't ever come near me and my new husband again. Barging in like that to ruin our dinner rehearsal with your pitiful statements? What good did you think will come out of it?
You ruined my life. Everything my son left me, you stole away. You are hungry for money. I wanted to show your so-called friends the real you.
You only managed to be escorted to your lousy studio by the police, and you're getting a fine too. But how do you know that the location of the party? Have you been spying on me?
Oh, please. I have better things to do than play stupid spying games.
Then why did you even bother to come uninvited to my rehearsal dinner? Anyway, be prepared to receive an invoice for the wine bottles and glasses you broke.
What? You can't expect me to pay for those. Your guests were the ones who dropped them.
After you scared everyone with your shouting and chaotic behavior, don't worry. I'm sure your daughter will help you pay the invoice.
Your irony is in bad taste. I don't understand what my son saw in you at all.
I tell you what, a woman able to support herself, I always gain my own money in the relationship, and we paid for everything together. He offered a down payment for the house, but I paid the mortgage.
You witch. You wanted to kick us out the whole time, didn't you?
Eventually, but I would have helped you buy a new place, only if you didn't treat me like garbage. Now, stay away from my house and my family. I mean it. If you come near us again, I'll have you arrested.
You're not going to get off that easy after what you've done to us.
After that, Claire had other failed attempts to ruin our wedding, so I asked for a restraining order. In the end, she left us alone because she was too busy trying to pay the rent on that shabby apartment. Shortly after, because she was poor, she ended up living in an old people's home paid for by the state. I never saw her again. Emily was sentenced to 5 years behind bars because of the shares she stole from her brother. The shared money was redistributed to me and Jake, and with them, we finished the mortgage payment and refurbished the house to become a lovely home. Jake and I finally got married, and I could move on from my grief. I know this is what Daniel would have wished for me. I just wanted to ask one question. If your mother-in-law did everything in her power to destroy you, would you still pity her and let her live in your house? Hi Riley, how are you? It's been 2 months since we saw each other at the Thanksgiving dinner. I thought we would see you on Christmas, but somehow things didn't work out and we missed you. How have you been for the last few months? I hope everything is okay.
Hey, what are you trying to say? You sound like you wish something didn't go okay. Did you need me to say something like, nothing in my life worked out, I hate it?
Of course not. I was just trying to be friendly. I didn't mean to offend you.
You offended me regardless of your intention. You should watch out what you're saying.
Will do, Riley. Please, don't misunderstand.
Why did you text me anyway? I'm 100% positive that you didn't text me to congratulate me for my son getting a job with a high salary. What else might there be for you to call me? Is there anything you actually want to say to me?
Actually, that's exactly why I called you. Congratulations, Riley, for Harry finally getting a job. It took him a while, but it's good that he got one. Even better for a high salary. It was certainly worth it to take it slow.
Did you say finally? I'm sure he only took 2 years to get a job, but the unemployment rate is through the roof these days. Why would you say that to Harry? There are so many kids who stick to their parents without a job because they couldn't get one. I'm sure Harry has accomplished a lot. It might sound like bragging, but there's no one like my son. He can be a little spoiled sometimes because he has a free soul. Yet, he has a sociology degree from such a prestigious school like Cal State San Bernardino. And most of all, he is very handsome and tall, not to mention his nice personality that comes with his good looks. He is a pearl that shines true worth after sitting under the mud for years. Don't you agree with me? He's just the best. I can't ask for more.
Yeah, I agree with you. He can be one of the good ones.
What do you mean, he can be one of the good ones? He doesn't have to be compared to anyone else. He is absolutely the best. Is it so hard to agree with me? You don't need to mean what you're saying. You can just pretend that he is the best. What is wrong with you?
Sure, you're right. All moms believe their kids are the best no matter what.
You should see yourself in what you're saying. You're so annoying. I understand that you're jealous of me and my son, but don't be so obvious because you're pathetic. You're so twisted that you can't be generous to your nephew for once, can't you? You should say congratulations even if you don't mean it.
That's why I said congratulations and mean it.
So you reached out to me to congratulate me? Because you sound like you're being sarcastic.
That's not true. I genuinely wanted to express my feelings for how happy I am for Harry. And there's one more thing that I wanted to ask you.
Of course there is. I knew that it wasn't just about Harry. What is it?
I heard something about the entire family going on a trip this weekend from Sunny. I was talking to Sunny this morning to discuss what we should do for Beth's birthday when she brought it up. She said you're funding a trip to San Diego because Harry got a job. Is that true?
Yes, that's true. You heard right.
But you never told me about it. If it's for the entire family, then me and my husband and my kids should be included. I thought maybe you forgot to mention it to me. I wanted to confirm with you because I need to plan ahead.
I didn't forget. I just didn't know how to tell you. I wasn't sure if I should tell you or not.
Why were you not sure about it?
Well, you're always sensitive about me and my son. I didn't know how you would react if I told you Harry got a high salary job. I didn't want to make you jealous. You know how Harry and Lucas were in the same grade and went to the same school all throughout their academic years until they graduated from high school? They were in this weird position where they had to compete with each other all the time, and I was pretty uncomfortable with that. You did all you could do for Lucas to go to a better college than Harry, but look where he ended up. He's staying at home and helping your business from time to time instead of getting a real job. What was your business again? Oh, I'm sure it's so insignificant that I don't need to waste my time asking about it. Well, he went to UCLA. It's not that much better than Cal State San Bernardino anyway. I was sure you would be uncomfortable with me and Harry if you found out he got a job and your son didn't. So I was debating if I should take you and Lucas or not. I thought maybe I shouldn't include you guys in the trip. I thought I was being considerate, and I don't mind if you want to come with the rest of us. But I apologize if I offended you. I didn't mean to hurt you.
You didn't offend or hurt me at all. What would the rest of the family think if I didn't come with them for such stupid reasons that don't even make sense? I would love to go on the trip this weekend. I'm looking forward to it.
Sure thing. If you say so, I'm making reservations for you as well. Are all of you coming?
Yes, all 4 of us.
Oh, right. Your children don't have jobs, so they should just have a lot of free time. I'm glad they can come with us. I'm looking forward to having a girls' night out. Let Guy stay at the hotel, and Beth, Sunny, you and I can go out and have our night. How do you feel about going to the bar and having some cocktails and dance?
I guess I can do that. I have never done it, but I can try.
There you go. By the way, I'm leaving a day earlier to see my brother on the way to San Diego. He lives about an hour away in Temecula, and I wanted to stop by. I hope that's okay with you.
Definitely.
Great. It's Hilton San Diego Bayfront. I'll text you the address, and I'll see you at the lobby at 7 p.m. on Saturday.
Will do. See you then. Hi, Riley. We're at the lobby, but I don't see any of you here. You said it's the Hilton San Diego Bayfront at 7 p.m., right?
Hi, Linda. You just got there? Oh no. All of us are heading back home already.
What do you mean, heading back home? Didn't you say to meet you at 7 p.m.? I'm sure you said we're spending the night here and going back home tomorrow.
You must be mistaken. I said to meet us on Friday night at 7 p.m. so we can spend the night here and then go back on Saturday.
I'm positive you said Saturday night. You texted me and I have all of that in my phone. Why in the world are you lying about it?
Oh, is that so? Maybe I said it wrong. I was supposed to say Friday, but I said Saturday? I must have been confused. You know I'm going through menopause and I'm very forgetful these days. I deeply apologize for my mistake, Linda. I mean it when I say I didn't do this on purpose. I never wanted to offend you. You must have driven hours to get there and it turned out to be for nothing. Say sorry to your husband and kids for me.
Wow, you're talking a lot and making excuses.
What did you say?
Do you think I'm stupid that I would believe your crap? Do you think you can fool us like this?
I said I didn't mean it.
No, you meant every single thing from the beginning. You gave me the wrong date because you wanted to leave me behind. I'm sure you didn't want to invite me to the trip in the first place, did you? If that's what you wanted to do, why did you invite me? You should have told me that you didn't want me to be here with you. Then I wouldn't be here. I would have understood. You didn't have to play dirty. Are you happy for bullying me and making fun of me like a child?
Oh, well, if you're saying you knew that I didn't want to invite you, I will be straightforward with you. You're definitely right. I didn't want you to join us on the trip to begin with. Why did you want to come if you knew what I wanted? I didn't want to hurt you for something like this, so I tried to keep it low-key that I only wanted Beth and Sunny to come with me. You were the one who texted me and begged me to take you because you wanted to come with us. I didn't text you. You texted me. I couldn't say no flat out, so I said okay. But the more I thought about it, the more I felt like it was not the right thing to do to go on a trip with you. I couldn't help it.
Why is that? Did I disappoint you in some way? Why did you have to exclude me from the entire family trip?
Do you really need me to spell it out for you? I didn't like you the moment I met you. I didn't like how you didn't treat me right when I'm the second highest of the family after Beth, and how you had the baby in the same year as I did when you got married years later than me. Most of all, I hated that you had a son. My Harry was supposed to be the first, most significant boy in the family, yet he had to share his grandparents' love with your son, so he was only able to get half of what he deserved. I hated how Lucas was a little bit better, not even a lot, on everything including schoolwork, extracurricular work, and eventually college. How dare Lucas eat up all the praise and love from his grandparents for being just a tiny bit better than Harry? Listen, Linda, I didn't want to be so frank about it, but I can't take it anymore. I hate everything about you, including your son. Thank God you had a girl after Lucas, that Harry didn't have to share or compete with his cousins anymore than he already did.
That's absurd. Children are gifts from God regardless of their gender, and you were so displeased about my son? Why didn't you have a child before I did if you didn't want to have your son in the same year as I did?
Go to hell! You know how I was having a hard time for 3 years to conceive a baby, and I ended up having Harry via IVF. How can you say that? This is why I hate you. You're bluntly saying things that might hurt people. Hey, congratulations for having a baby naturally. I'm so thankful that you didn't have to go through.
No, that's not what I meant. You were accusing me for having my baby in the same year as you, and I don't deserve that from you. I became pregnant only after a few months of getting married and then gave birth to Lucas a while later. I lived my life only by God's will. But if you say that's a crime, I don't want to say. I've been in this silent competition with you for more than 20 years, not just 1 or 2. And you think I was happy about that? I was miserable as you were.
Yes, I was miserable, and I even blamed myself for not having a baby earlier. So what I'm saying is, if you wanted to be considerate, you should have at least tried to have a baby after I had one. You could have waited. So why did you have to rush? You were ignoring me from the beginning. You didn't care how I would feel if you would have had the baby at the same time as I did. I'm supposed to be your older sister, but you didn't show a bit of respect.
Why can't we be amicable? Having a cousin who is the same age and same grade should be wonderful for both of them. I don't understand why we have to compare them with everything from the moment they were born. When they were babies, you were so concerned about who walked first, who talked first, or who was potty trained first. As they grew up, you're concerned about who learned English first, or who had better grades. You even had to move to Lucas' school district because his was better than Harry's. You needed to buy everything I bought for Lucas, including clothing, shoes, and toys. And you needed to get the tutor for every subject when I got Lucas a tutor. What did you gain in the end after doing all of that? Did Harry end up going to one of the IB schools because you tried so hard?
Are you bragging about yourself because Lucas went to one of the top schools in the country? You're unbelievable. What was the point of him going to UCLA when he had no choice other than helping his mom's whatever business that is because he couldn't get any other job? I assume he's helping you with the house tours like cleaning and vacuuming, and is that what you wanted for him to do after you tried so hard to get him into UCLA? This is why people say we never know what's going to happen even tomorrow. Who would have thought that someone like Harry, who went to a not-so-prestigious school like Cal State San Bernardino, ended up getting a high-salary job, and someone like Lucas, who went to such a prestigious school like UCLA, ended up being jobless and doing dishes at home. Please tell this to Harry in advance so he won't get hurt later. Harry is not willing to help him at all. Don't pretend to be so friendly with Harry so he can ask for help, okay? Let him know he should make a living by himself by flipping burgers at an In-N-Out or even helping at a construction site.
You're going so overboard of yourself, aren't you? Your son is not officially employed yet. You should stop with the fuzzing.
What do you mean?
He just got the letter that he passed the interview, but he didn't get the offer letter yet. He didn't submit his ID or W-2 or anything that his employer needs in order for them to officially hire him.
Well, that's right. But I'm sure he's going to get the offer letter sooner than later since you passed the interview. What a buzzkill you are. You're so twisted that you can't even wish your nephew well about anything, can't you?
I'm saying it because I don't think Harry will ever get an offer letter from them. You know why? Because I'm writing a letter right now.
What the hell are you talking about? Are you insane? Who do you think is writing to my son's employer not to accept him? You're funny. Don't be so full of yourself. They're not going to listen to you because you're nothing. Do you hate me so much that Harry got a job and Lucas didn't? Is that why you're writing a letter to them? How can you do that when he's your nephew too?
Why should I write myself a letter? There's no need for that. I'm not writing to myself. I'm writing to your son to let him know that he's not getting an offer letter after all.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I'm the president and CEO of the company because your son had the interview.
How can you be the president and CEO of anywhere? I heard you're the owner of a small business, but never heard of you being a CEO or whatever. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I wasn't able to tell you because you're so jealous of every single thing I do. You're comparing me and yourself, as well as because you're not enough in comparing Harry and Lucas. It's so sad that you have to do that without realizing that not everything has to be a competition. I never saw you as a competitor. You should ask Harry about the name of the company he applied to. He will say, MD Architect and Design.
I didn't ask him about the name of the company, but you're saying that you're the owner of MD Architect and Design? How is it even possible?
That's right. I'm the MD, Linda Dorson. You know I major in architecture, right? I knew how you would stress yourself and be all competitor mode if you knew I established a company. I kept it a secret for your own good. That's not wrong, is it?
What do you mean by I was jealous of you? Why would I be jealous of someone like you when my husband works for one of the big 4 accounting firms in the country and I'm sufficient with what I have? My husband and son are more than capable, and there's nothing I should be jealous of.
Look, Riley, your mouth is saying one thing, but your actions are saying the other. I know what you've been doing. You closely look at my clothings, shoes, bags, and even appliances and memorize them every time you came to my house. And you couldn't help but to get the same ones as soon as you step out of the door. Am I wrong? That was the only reason for you to come to my house every once in a while to check out if I had anything that you didn't have and to get them immediately if there were any. Are you still saying you're not jealous of me?
How in the world did you know that?
Harry told Lucas and Lucas told me. He said it's a chance to get what he wants because you always go to the mall and get something the next day you come to my house. He also said you would get him anything if he brings up Lucas using his name as his excuse to get something. Like Lucas has an iPhone, then you would get Harry an iPhone as well, if you want one. Harry was actually pretty excited about it, that he could get anything he wanted just by bringing up Lucas's name. Haven't you ever thought that Harry might be affected in a bad way because of your jealousy and vanity? How can he grow up to be a normal person when his mom is wrapped up with jealousy from head to toe?
Shut the hell up. How dare you criticize how I raise my boy when your boy barely does dishes at home because he can't get a job? You raised him so well that he ended up in your kitchen helping you with your dishes because he has all the time in the world as he's jobless, right?
It's true that Dean helps me in a certain way, but I'm saying that it's not dishes or house cleaning. Is that so hard to understand for you? Lucas didn't get a privilege just because he's my son, but went through a fair steps of employment process. He started as an intern and climbed all the way up to SVP. And now, he's capable of assisting me. He is an acting CEO in my absence. I'm teaching him everything I can do about running MD Architect and Design, so I can pass it on him someday. I'm not expecting it to be so soon, but it will happen someday. My husband was so worried about his nephew that Harry couldn't get a job for a long time. So I played in nepotism and almost got him a position. But I guess I was silly. How could someone like you with the biggest self-pride be able to bear to see your son work for Lucas? I should have known better. I believe it's much better to call it off here than standing against each other for being in an ugly situation later on.
Absolutely not. Harry was so excited to get a job, and if he finds out that his employment got canceled because of me, he'll never see me again. Please forgive me this one time. You know how Harry had a hard time getting a job for 2 years. Your company was the only place that was going to hire him.
He might leave you. He must be very upset if he finds out his mom, who urged him and pressured him to compete with his cousin for every little thing in his life since he was little, threw away his chance to be employed after being desperate for a long time. That breaks my heart.
Please, Linda, I'm saying I'm sorry. I'll never hate you or bully you or leave you out from the family event, so please hire him. Please send him an offer letter. Everything is my fault. Harry hasn't done anything wrong. I'm the only problem here. I'm a stupid mother who was busy using her son to prove that I was better than you.
No, I don't think Harry working for me is bad sake. I'm sure that you'll give him a hard time saying, your cousin is the president of the company, and why can't you do it? How can I let him work for me when I know how things will turn out so clearly?
That's not true. I will never get in his way. I'll leave him alone from now on. I'll leave you and Harry alone too.
I don't buy that. I'm not going to see you or speak to you anymore. This is it. I was being patient and considerate for the past 20 years, but I still haven't gained your sincerity somehow. I regret that if you think I'm still not worth being sincere after all this time. 1 decade changes things upside down, but things between you and me couldn't be changed even after 2 decades. I believe we should quit it here.
No, please don't quit on me. What would Beth think of me if the brotherhood between my husband and your husband were broken because of me? What about holidays and birthdays? I can't handle all of them myself.
Well, I usually paid and prepared for the holidays and birthday parties. So you would be in a difficult position if I'm not there. And yet, you should start acting like the oldest sister. That you haven't done for the past 20 years, shouldn't you? That's the only fair way. Besides, you're not alone. You can ask Sunny to help you. After what happened with Riley, I visit Beth only when Riley doesn't come and I don't see her at all. I tried my best to work it out with her for a long time, but I realize it won't ever work out. Harry found out what his mom did and eventually left home blaming his mom for ruining everything in his life. He was greatly wounded by his mom for comparing him with his cousin for every step of the way, and his resentment towards his mom should have piled up. It broke my heart realizing what he must have gone through for more than 2 decades. I heard that he now works for a small company in Kansas City. He moved 1,500 miles away from his mom, and thankfully, he said he is living his happiest moment that he's away from his mom, interfering and meddling in his life. I feel relieved that he is satisfied with his life now.